folks. Welcome to another Training Tuesday. It is I, AON Gaming. I'm going to be bringing you in for the beginning of this one. And, of course, we're going to start things off with Dylan. Resident opener of the stream with some nonsense that's going to probably make me disappointed. I'm going to open you up as the heel this time, you son of a bitch. So you better do something right. I can only hope. I can only pray. There's like 3 characters that I care about.
Yeah.
I am depression.
It be that way sometimes. Truly do be depression at times.
I got Justin holding it down here in the back with me today.
Yep, until someone else decides to hop on, which we try to do.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
We try. Whether it works or not is not up to me. It is up to the people.
So, as Justin highlighted, Shduke has actually played against Inverse before in bracket on a Tuesday.
Yes. It was back when I think it was the same joke tag. I feel like it was.
Inverse goes under so many joke tags, it's really hard to figure out.
Yes, I know. It gets very weird at times.
All right, we're going to be opening this up pretty traditional way. It looks like Inverse going right for the Byleth. And Shduke opening up with the Aegis. So, good matchup for the Aegis if they could manage to get Byleth off stage. They're one of the few characters that can very consistently edgeguard Byleth. Mithra more so than Pyra, but Pyra has big beat stick, and big beat stick does plenty of good. That being said, though, the fact that Mithra's a fast faller and Pyra doesn't have a lot in the way of movement does give a lot of opportunity for the smaller combos that are heavy hitting that Byleth has to offer. Game 1 starting things off on PS2 also kind of benefits to Inverse because it's more laterally oriented and Byleth just has long pokey options. Better ones than forward smash, but Inverse putting out the forward smash is going to make for some dangerous ground to traverse as Mithra.
Now we've been talking a bit about Dylan on this one. How do you feel Shduke should play this matchup?
Shduke needs to start rushing down Inverse more. Just stay right on top of Byleth and react to those slower buttons. You've been seeing that Inverse puts out plenty of smash attacks, and while they certainly do pack a punch at their sweet spots, or I guess in down smash and up smash's case, just the general space they cover are really solid, but they're slow as shit. So you get to avoid them, especially if you have Mithra behind you, because you got either time a foresight well or just run away. There's no shame in running away. Although it is Inverse who's got the time on his side, so.
At least at the current moment. Oh.
There you go.
I don't think I've seen that ever.
Yeah, foresight is really funny. And that was less than good DI on the upbeat, but it's going to give Dylan the 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
He's not fooling around tonight.
Yeah, definitely not. He was playing some friendlies with me earlier against my Mega Man and Day 1 Ridley.
Oh, let's go Ridley.
Yes, Ridley is a big boy. But besides that, he only really took games off me with his Byleth, so I'm assuming that's the one that he's most comfortable with today, at least.
It is one of his more practiced characters, and even though he's throwing out an ample amount of smash attacks and just going for haymaker options, like Byleth packs a punch behind those haymaker options.
Yes.
So if you're not mindful of your movement, you're going to get skewered like that. One of the nicer things about the character's kit that helps compensate if you're not confident with her movement, which is admittedly a bit odd, and the combo game, which isn't very intuitive because it heavily leverages neutral air. Character's still strong, and that's more than enough to get the job done more often than not. Good jump call out from Shduke. It's going to alleviate some of the pressure, but that's still a 2-1 lead with Dylan on the verge of being able to take this game 1. The forward throws for setting off stage play I think are really smart, but a well-timed air dodge does help keep Shduke around for a bit longer. As a Byleth player, you want to make sure that you don't commit too hard to the options at the ledge. Character is able to play off stage pretty freely, at least more so than you'd expect of a character as slow as Byleth. And has good options for covering the ledge, but jump is a big commitment in general for characters that don't get to like hover around in the air a lot or fall very swiftly. So if you're going to try to cover space with neutral air, you got to make sure that that neutral air is catching.
Yeah, it's definitely showing. It's also showing that right now Dylan is getting kind of smothered, it seems. He's just not respecting the options that Shduke is really presenting until then.
Yeah, no, a decently spaced back air does help keep Dylan in the lead by taking that game 1. Does need to be mindful, though. It looked like he was starting to panic a little while losing the lead that he had.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I always like to say in Ultimate is that you have not lost until you see the opponent's character on the win screen. There's always an opportunity to find the comeback. The Aegis are absolutely no exception to that. Oh, interesting. We get the selection of Hollow Bastion's music, but for FD is the pick. So, a good stage for the Aegis, and it does look like Shduke is sticking the Aegis. Although this one is going to be, again, another stage that very heavily leverages the ability of Mythra to edgeguard and the ability of Pyra to just finish out those stocks if you can't effectively kill Byleth off stage.
Okay.
The real trick to this matchup as Pyra and Mythra is getting Byleth in a position where they don't get the opportunity to use their grounded normals, and where using neutral air is a lot more of a commitment. And you find a lot of that, not just off stage, but like deep off stage, because the up B from Byleth is bringing them back practically damn near anywhere. But Mythra does have the ability to consistently reset off-stage play with up B in a way where Byleth can eventually just not snap back to the ledge. A difficult job, but it is one that the Aegis are very capable of. Good call out with forward tilt. Forward tilt, a decent enough anti-air. And contrary to popular belief, as fast as the buttons are that Mythra's able to put out, not a lot of them are especially safe on block. It's just the fact that they're fast. So good on Dylan to know when he could swing out a shield, and even better to know when he's got that pickup from the up smash, because that's what's going to give him the lead.
Oh, but that shield is not looking the best.
Oh, but at least the DI looking serviceable.
Yeah, that's something.
Not that time.
Yeah. Can't be right all the time.
A character like Byleth, though, you do get afforded a couple of situations like that, even if your DI isn't perfect, because it's on the heavier end of the... Usually, like, not quite a mid-weight, but not fully heavy either. Characters just feels rather stubby, and with good enough DI, you're sticking around for a while. Unfortunately, poor DI on a sweet spot forward smash at the very ledge is going to be curtains for Mythra. That's just how that goes.
Yeah, that was... Oh... A little...
All right, he wanted it. He wanted it.
Yeah, I'll give him one. I'll give him the first one. Any other ones, I'm not going to give him.
And there's actually not that bad of a tech read option because of the armor that's on it.
Yeah.
And calling out the swap between Pyra and Mythra is actually pretty smart. Problem is that you need to be a bit more preemptive with your strike if you do want to land the move, because it is so comically slow. But if you land it, it's hurting.
Yeah.
Good roll from the ledge. We haven't seen that option in a bit. Yeah, no, you got to be careful trying to contest that space. Forward smash from Pyra is pretty long, and hilariously, the gimmick is just that it kills sooner. Like, that's what it's supposed to do. And a good foresight is going to help reverse the situation in favor of Shduke. Yeah, in a contest of Nairs, Pyra's is just faster, so you're going to be able to win out in situations like that. It's just as important as neutral air is for Byleth to be able to control situations. Ooh, so it's down smash for ending situation. Still going to be taking a 2-0, and I'm proud of him.
Each battle and a chance